What up, Doe? What up, Doe? Welcome to Yeah I Said It Sports Podcast. I'm your host, the Iceman, and it's the team.
What's happening? What's the dealio? It's your man Alio, aka Mastermind, and once again it's on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. AKA Cool Breeze in the house, baby. Got my shades this week, so you know what's going down. And as always, it's your boy, Young P. I'm in the building, AKA Mr. PR. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Enjoy, enjoy. We got a great show for you guys out here. Great topics and everything. But how was everybody holiday? I would like to ask. Anybody have a good holiday?
Everybody's good.
Do something though before we get started.
Go ahead.
Do a happy heavenly birthday toast to Ronald Gregory, aka Smile. We didn't make it Friday for you, but here's to you, boss man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, like I was saying, gentlemen, today we got another great show. And I know over this past weekend, everybody was talking about the Dallas game, how Dallas looked, how good the offense and defense was, and how Dak looked like he was the greatest quarterback once again.
That's right.
All
I
of
said
that.
it.
So to carry on with that and to continue, we're going to start this off with you, Mastermind. Did Philly blow the game against Dallas?
Philly well, I wouldn't say as much Philly blew the game, but to me, I think it was a lot to do with injuries. Not to toot our own horn at the show, but we've been telling you guys for a long time. There's a kid over there that's like, I call him son-in-law. He called him alumnus from King High School, Avante Maddox. He's a very great playmaker. He's a slot corner, and he plays safety son. When he went down, the game just changed totally. And on top of that, Gardner Minshew wasn't prepared for the moment. I think he practiced good all week, but he just didn't expect the moment, the speed of the game like how it was. I think that's what kind of threw him.
Okay, cool, Breeze. What you got to say about that, my baby?
Once again, we're starting off and not giving props to Mr. Dak Prescott. He started off struggling through a pick six. He come back to lead the Cowboys over their arch nemesis, Philadelphia Eagles.
Can I ask you something? What do you say about that first quarter when like Mr. Maddox came in there and had him?
He threw a pick six. He got back together to lead the Cowboys. One reason why I'm on Dak bandwagon right now is because these guys last week, if you watched the show last week, was just pretty much shoveling the dirt on top of them and not blaming the defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once again, Dak overcame the defense's problems and outscored and outdued Gardner Minshew and the Philadelphia Eagles to give Dallas a victory.
Okay, what you got to say over that, Young P?
Well, as always, I got to shut my man down to the right of me.
Right.
Thank you, Pete.
Yeah, I have to shut him down because somehow he watches part of the game and then he goes to sleep and wake back up. It's like he go, game time again. Dak just go touchdown. Good job, Dak.
Right.
This
What about
apparently he woke up around halftime.
Yeah. Somewhere around there he woke up. He missed all of that because, like Mastermind started off telling y'all, King Alumnus had the game on lockdown. If he hadn't went out with that toe injury, things might have been totally different because you see how he was struggling, couldn't figure out what to do. And then when they sent him, oh my God, I'm throwing this, I'm throwing that. The game management wasn't that good at all.
Didn't look that good.
Didn't look that good at all. The game management didn't look good and none of that kind of stuff. So therefore, I'm not going to go for that when my defense is kind of injured. And yes, you went against my backup quarterback in Philly, which means some of them plays would have got stretched or ran or better reads would have been made.
So I guess
Okay, hold on.
it was Dak.
No.
Nobody
Okay, hold on.
talking about Davis in the head.
Okay, I got something.
Georgia.
Hold on.
I playing both ways.
I got something for you guys.
Sorry,
So,
that dub, baby.
With
He got the dub.
with Sanders fumbling the ball at the end, you don't think that was Philly blowing the game, a chance of winning? Was that a way of them blowing the game? Even though they got 4 turnovers. I mean,
it was
No,
a
that
fumble
was-
at the critical time because he had
that
fumbled
was that-
twice, back-to-back plays.
okay,
That was a key error.
okay. That because remember the question was did Philly blow the game? So here go another one.
So I don't
Remember Slade and the safety He's playing corner too. He wasn't supposed to get beat deep. So I'm saying there go another one when they'd have just knocked the ball down. Anything is that another way of Philly blowing the game
No, you give
and
it.
Dallas not winning? I'm just asking you guys as the
giving, listen to me. You giving key points of the game that did look like Philly did blow the
game. That's what.
See, the only thing I'm saying is this. I think, like, just say specifically that one play what you said was Slay, right?
The 30, yeah.
The 30.
Yeah.
I think that if Avante Maddox wouldn't have got hurt, that guy wouldn't have been in the position he's in.
Okay. Prove that.
That's
Wait a
it.
minute. So y'all saying Maddox is better than Slay? Slay is an all-pro corner.
No, but did he blow the game? Did Philly blow the game? Because that's blowing the game right there. Could they have beat Dallas right then and there?
I'm saying Maddox is better than Slay.
Hold on, before we move, could they have beat Dallas right then and there? Because that's what I'm saying. Did they blow the game?
No,
They didn't.
That was good defense, Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
Those are two good points.
Right.
Then that was good defense.
Two moments that did kind of look like Philly blew the game.
Because he fumbled two.
The defense from recovering the fumble.
Okay.
He fumbled twice in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
bad handoff, he fumbled on that, and then the other one he just flat out fumbled. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
Kendrick Perkins, in the name of Kendrick Perkins, let's carry on, please.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is this team actually didn't blow the game.
Okay.
They just got blew or what have you. But do you actually think that there will be a last win or go home game against the Lions and Green Bay? And I'm starting off with you, Cool Breeze. Do you actually think that it's going to be that?
I believe so. The reason why is the way the schedule is set up for these last two games. It's set up that way. I just think it's just the Lions. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to happen that way for the Lions. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's going to happen.
The right word to say. It just seems like it's just going to end up. It's just going to end up being that type of way too. Yeah, it's going to end up. I don't want to say SOL because that's. I don't want to say that Aurora to where it's like the Giants. Well, I ain't gonna say the Giants. I have to look at the schedule and see who got the last two toughest games as far as the Giants and Washington. But I think one of those two teams is going to fall off the bandwagon. That's going to allow. Plus, you got the drama going with the NFL. You got the drama with the Packers on the rise. They upset Miami and the Lions. Okay, they slipped one. You know, they're going to get it back together with Chicago.
Okay, let's get to the point.
Yeah, I think it's going to end up being win and go home against Green Bay.
Well, who winning?
I'm going to ride with the hometown this year. I'm going to ride with Detroit.
Okay, go ahead, Young P.
He did go around and around the world. But I think the thing is with the Lions, so I guess to answer the question point blank, I do feel like it's going to be winner takes all getting the playoffs between Green Bay and the Lions. Because looking at their schedule, Seattle, because really the Lions need Seattle and Washington both to lose.
Right.
Green Bay only need Washington to lose one and they get in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So if they all both win out, they both got to still win out when it's all said and done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Washington, they play the Browns, so they going to beat them. You know what I'm saying? And then their last game is the Cowboys, which is a rivalry game. Yeah. So they can get up and possibly beat the Cowboys that last game.
To the point, do you?
Yeah, so I think it's going to be that because Detroit going to beat Chicago, so it's going to come down to that. I think both Washington and Seattle got a chance to lose a game.
Okay, let's go to you.
Force that game.
I'm going to say, I hate to say it, but no. Only reason why I said I think it's going to get to the point where even if the Lions lose to Green Bay, I think the Giants, Washington, or Seattle, whoever else, one of those teams, I think one of them might lose, and the Lions still might sneak in due to that. Right. You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't think it's going to be so much emphasis on just this one particular game.
But whoa. If the Lions lose to Green Bay, you talking about Seattle and Washington would have to lose both those games.
I think something like that.
So you saying because if Minnesota beats
Green Bay,
if Minnesota beats Green Bay this Sunday, then
See,
This
Okay.
this
Forget all of that. Okay.
That's the reason why I said no. I think it's too many other
I don't think
things that is going to play into
like you say, it's too many other factors. I don't think it might not happen because Lions had their chance. They should have beat Carolina over this weekend. Next weekend, even if they win,
They shouldn't have beat Carolina.
I think I'm talking about to have that chance.
No, I know. I'm just being real.
They didn't.
Because
I'm talking about to keep it going. Even though I went with Carolina, but I'm saying for them, and they know that.
That's the reason why I said they shouldn't have beat Carolina.
You know what I'm saying?
The 100%.
So
right now, Carolina's doing something that nobody really ain't mentioning, but they showing something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They showing something. Yeah. I think they might mess around.
I don't think that last game for the Lions in Green Bay is not going to mean anything now. I think if they had won last week, I think it would have, because a lot of teams, you know what I'm saying, had lost and all that other stuff too. But right now, I think it's a wrap. They had their chance. So right now, nah.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all on the sidebar. I need the Rams to lose. I don't like that 7th pick. We need like 4.
Yeah.
Okay. I need y'all to lose some.
So we're gonna stay in the Wisconsin area and everything, and we're gonna start off like this. This was a very interesting question that somebody opposed and everything. So is Jason Tatum the answer to the Greek freak? Starting off with you, young P.
Nope. Don't get me wrong. Jason Tatum is what? He averaging almost 30 points a game right now. He looking real good. He dominating all that. Greek Freak still got things over him, physicality over him. You know what I'm saying? That Jason Tatum ain't going to be able to overcome, for one. Two, just the team dynamics and setup. We still got to see Middleton get implemented a little bit better if we just team for team. I don't think Tatum is the answer for him. Nope. Just straight to the point.
So no grilled cheese over there in Wisconsin. He ain't grilled cheese in the Greek freak over there.
No, that ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? And he still got to, every now and then, he might not show up in a playoff game. Tatum. Okay. Yeah, you remember that.
Well, see, well, to me, it seemed like you sticking your chest out to somebody, so I'm going to let that go over there to Mr. Master.
I mean, the man looked up and started raising up, so I had to say it as well. Man had to raise.
I'm going to keep it 1,000 with y'all, America. Yes, sir. And I have playoffs to prove it last year. Anybody remember that? I mean, I don't know how people's memory is. Mr. Chestout, do you remember that?
I remember.
Who won?
Don't matter.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm talking about. And then this year, Christmas Day, America, oh my God.
They be forgetting them little.
Did y'all see the way that boy was showing? Giannis, you're not doing all that on me. I am not KD. I got a little more weight and I got some ups. So I'm just letting y'all know, be on the lookout.
Say grilled cheese. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead, Cool Breeze.
I'm gonna say no.
Somebody else.
Remember the NBA, they be playing back to back. So sometimes you just got an off night, and I think Christmas Day was just a bad look on national TV for Giannis. But no, playoff time, you already know. You already know. Playoff time, I can focus on you.
So the dunk and all that was
just an off night.
Oh,
everybody get dunked on. If you are a
rim protector,
you're gonna get dunked on.
Okay. But look, what about the playoffs? Now let's hear the excuse for that.
Middleton got hurt.
Oh,
it was like 1 against 5.
I'm saying Giannis Tatum.
It was like 1 against 5.
I'm just saying Giannis.
Oh, Giannis Tatum. Giannis does everything. Giannis does everything.
I will wait. It's just
let
me.
See the playoffs.
It's just mine because, like how you said, it was an off night, and sometimes they both will have a great night. One night Tatum might have an off night, but my thing would be this: I would say the answer would be Tatum if he bring home the ring this year or something, because Greek Freak already brought him a ring home. So, and that was in the past, and what Tatum just done to Milwaukee last year, that was the past. So, if he want to make him if you think you're the answer to him, bring home the ring this year from the Eastern Conference, and then we can say, hey, not just the Greek Freak, everybody on the East Coast got an answer to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you made yourself the man. So when you become the man, they got to beat the man. So right now, you the man. So they got to beat you, but you got to bring the ring home. Giannis brought the ring home. So Anybody else got to say something on that before we go ahead on?
I still say Giannis is the most dominant player, but I just think Tatum,
Yeah,
like
he got definitely more skills.
he owns something.
Yeah, Tatum definitely got more skills. He's attacking more.
Yes,
He's attacking more. I believe they're giving him the ball more, like, in motion and
he's
everything.
going into Kobe 2.0, y'all.
You know. So speaking of Boston, after Boston,
I see you looking crazy down there.
I'm over here focused on the
who's
Cavs.
better?
That's question.
Okay. So since we saying Boston up there, who's better after Boston? Is it the Nets or the Sixers? Starting off with you, Cool Breeze.
Say the number 2 team.
Yeah. Is it the Nets or Sixers?
Who you?
Oh,
Better.
between them two.
After Boston,
Oh,
who you give to? Yeah. Who better?
I'm giving it to the Nets. They rolling right now. I'm giving it to the Nets. They rolling. They got look like. I'm not gonna say that they got it behind them, but I think they got a better grasp of handling the media circus, whatever's going on with Kyrie and all that. So it look like they just rolling. They done put that stuff to the side, and they got a better handle of what they're focusing on. So yeah, they like sneaky. They getting back to what everybody thought they would be a couple years ago. They're getting back there. They're getting back there.
And you're speaking of the Nets?
Yes, I'm speaking of the Nets.
Okay. Do you think they still need a shot block or something to help them out? And
I don't know the young fella name, but I mean, he handling his business right now. Claxton.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
we'll go on to you, Mastermind.
Okay, now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think that it's the Nets yet. And I am KD diehard. We all know that.
Right.
But I just say right now they're still missing that rim protector, a big body in the middle who gonna bang. Because right now they got KD top 5 in block shots. And to me, that's not sustainable for the whole year in order for you to win in tough series. Because if he have just say going to the playoffs, if he has to play back-to-back series against Embiid doing that, and then if he pull that one off and have to go against Giannis, he's not going to be able to beat both of them. That's too much physicality for him to hold down the middle like that.
They didn't have somebody.
No,
no,
I was just going to say that. If they do the trade, if they can come in, and I keep telling y'all, go get Sims from the Knicks. He's just sitting on the bench. You play a little bit, go get him. Tell me he'll be a starter. And then you got something.
Okay. What you thinking down there, young P?
So I thought about this for a while.
Mastermind also says six.
Six is the second fiddle because they have a complete team. They don't need anything. They're not missing nothing. They don't need to add nothing. Nets need to add still.
Okay.
So I definitely thought about this for a second. You know what I'm saying? Thinking in terms of, like you said, the Nets are kind of rolling right now. The coach can kind of put defense in, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. He done put the defense in, so they starting to defend a little better. Don't get me wrong, they still got high scoring games or whatever, but they're able to finish and still win and stuff like that. I think, truthfully though, the 76ers are better than the Nets, especially they got 2 people out injured right now. Maxey out right now. You know what I'm saying?
Who the other person? I definitely know Maxey.
Yeah. So now that you got some key components of your team not playing, so now you're not even seeing the full strength of the 76ers. A lot of it's gonna come down to Doc and how he coached down the stretch. So I'm going with the 76ers over the Nets right now.
Okay.
So
Now
I just want to
go ahead.
Referring back to what O said about KD being top
Mastermind,
5.
yep.
Yeah, Mastermind. I'm sorry. Being top 5. Don't forget when he was with Golden State and they made that run for them couple years. Looney was their starting center. He about the same height, same size as Claxton, right? No?
Claxton a lot thinner in frame.
Okay. But KD was top 5 in blocks then too. So what I mean by that is KD does a lot of, I guess, help out from behind type defense, which could benefit them because he did that the 2 years that he was at Golden State though. He stayed in the top 10 with blocks.
Okay. I heard Mastermind say that the Sixers doesn't need anyone, anybody, anything else. So my question to Mastermind is, will they win or why can't they win? If they got everything, why can't they win?
The reason why the Sixers can't win, it comes down to 2 things. I'm gonna be real. I think the biggest thing, truthfully, is James Harden got to be consistently sold on, I want to be here and I want to be the point guard, playmaker for you guys, the distributor to get everything going, because that's the only way they're going to do it. And the second biggest thing is Doc Rivers. You got to show.
That's why I want to see what that.
Yeah, Doc Rivers. You got to show.
Okay, now hold on.
But James started.
Now, young, I'm asking you the same thing, Young P, because I heard you also say Philly. Why can't they win if they have everything?
Because I think it comes down to, like you said, Doc Rivers. I'm not even more so anything.
I just want you to say it.
It's the coaching. Doc Rivers down the stretch seems like he doesn't make great in-game decisions, in-game changing decisions. When you need to change up, figure out what's going on, things of that nature, he tend to stick to what he feel like is going to work. When other people make great in-game decisions to change up and things of that nature, and I think that's going to be the biggest thing. That's why I think, Doc, if you don't get it together, you're out of here. Yeah, I said it. You're out of here, Doc. You know what I'm saying? Now, you will always land on your feet because you're a great coach. So somebody's going to use you no matter what. But reality is, you got to coach better.
Before we go ahead.
One quick question, Pete.
Then we're going to move on.
Who would you put in that spot if Doc leaves?
Who would I put in that spot? I might go get what's the name if he out there. And do whatever's in me. The Celtics.
Udoka.
Udoka. I'm sorry if I messed up your name.
Now, what you was gonna ask, Cool Breeze?
Do y'all think Philly can handle what's finna come? Did y'all hear the statement that James Harden put out on?
Saying he want to go to Houston.
Back to Houston or whatever.
You think they can? You think they gonna handle that? Because the closer you get to trade deadline.
But he just
came. My man Jalen Green over there.
But he just came out and refuted that. He said that's not a true statement. He
Okay.
just came out and said that. He don't know where that statement came from. None of that. He said that's not a true statement.
Because Philly couldn't handle that whole Ben Simmons stuff.
The man came out and refuted it.
A lot of valuable people. So let's talk about this valuable person. Who will win MVP in the NFL this year? Who's winning the MVP this year? Starting off with you, Young P.
Oh, sure. It's easy. Easy only because injuries has just stopped him from being there, and that's Pat Mahomes going to win it because it's a quarterback-driven award. Pat Mahomes going to win it. It's over with. I would have said Jalen Hurts if he hadn't got injured. You know what I'm saying? Got to sit out another game, stuff like that.
Okay. But now, before I go to you, Cool Breeze, I just want to say this. And I know you said everybody says it's a quarterback-driven league, right?
Award.
Yeah, award.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But now, my thing is this. We're probably about to witness something that we have never seen, but we have seen what Pat Mahomes have done. Okay. So if we see that Jefferson or Tyreek Hill put up 2,000 yards, so they should just get it because, even though it's a quarterback league, because you got to remember, we've seen everything else that these quarterbacks done. We've seen what Pat Mahomes have done.
But see, the problem is,
that's why I'm asking. Go ahead.
But here's the problem with that scenario is this. Pat Mahomes doesn't have Tyreek Hill, so people are going to feel like he's doing more with less.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, I think the only reason why the receivers are not going to get it,
it's something never happened though.
I know, but just think. Cooper Kupp last year, he did the Triple Crown. And just think, Calvin Johnson, they breaking his record.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's the reason why I don't think, you know what I'm saying, that the receivers gonna get it.
That's what,
because we have seen receivers do outstanding things that we never seen before, and they still overlook the receivers.
Got to throw out.
Like Moss.
Right. What you got to say, Cool Breeze?
I know both of y'all are going with the Pat Mahomes scenario. I think I also said a couple weeks ago because of his body of work over the years. But if Jalen come back these last 2 weeks and they win big, I'm talking about win big. He got to be the front runner. The only reason why I say that is because you seen what Gardner Minshew done against Dallas and all the turnovers he had, plus they took an L. So if Jalen come back these last 2 weeks, I don't know if he is or if he's not, and they win big with Jalen, yeah, he's the front runner.
But here's the only problem is if they win the next game, they get automatically they're going to have first week bye. So I don't even necessarily need him for the last game.
Okay, so gentlemen, I think we got a yeah I said at moment. We're going to go over to the mastermind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I said it. The winner of the MVP going to be Joe Burrow. No, nobody don't want to believe it. But if Joe Burrow finished this season off and win the rest of these games, just think, like week 3 and week 4, we was counting Cincinnati out. And they almost ain't lost since then.
Well, my man Gibbs, I love to have it.
I'm just telling y'all,
I know I'm
I
gonna
said
throw that
it's
jersey
gonna
on
be
my back
real.
anyway. Y'all already know that. It's already hanging up. So moving along, who had the worst game between Tua and Russell Wilson this weekend? Starting off with you, Mastermind. Who had the worst game between Tua and Russell Wilson this weekend?
I gotta go with, to be honest,
You thinking long? You
still
thinking
gonna say
long?
Russell Wilson.
I'm about to say anything other than that.
Still gonna
I'm
say
over the
Russell
head.
Wilson. It's just I think Tua, his game was more affected by him trying to so scared to lose that contract and trying to play through injury because it's apparent that you had a concussion or something after they showed the tape, and now all of a sudden you in concussion protocol and they show the tackle, you hit your head, and then when they try to huddle around you quick so they can't show you staggering, you know what I'm saying? I understand you trying to play through injury to get the money, but don't kill yourself in order to play in the NFL.
What you got to say, Cool Breeze?
Stat show. I know he threw what three. I'm talking about two. He threw 3 interceptions in the fourth quarter, but that was
Back to back.
But that was because of concussion, like Mastermind said. I believe it was because of the concussion. So stat shows Russ is just I don't know. Russ, yeah, you celebrity status, and you need to come on this side. You need to come on this side of the camera now and just retire, man.
He got to retire
What you
too?
got to say, Young P?
Yeah, it's Russ. Yeah, I ain't gonna slow you down or speed you up, but none of that.
Yeah.
It's Russ. I ain't gonna go all with this soliloquy and none of that kind of stuff. It was Russ. Russ, you're looking terrible out there, buddy. You need right now. The coach gone, so now it's on you. And all the reports say you didn't like the coach, so that's why you never listened to nothing that the coach said. Because the coach that came out and put it out to the world. What am I supposed to do with a man who got more rooms than touchdowns in his house?
three straight interceptions to lose the game is not bad.
Because I'm like
you
only because I'm going with the fact that I believe that he was concussed. So that threw him off. You know what I'm saying? If he wasn't that, then yeah, of course you can't throw no 3 interceptions back to back to back, 3 straight drives. You can't do that. But Russ, you ain't. How many? You didn't even put up no points.
And then
that you can't put up no.
What you got to say, Cool Breeze? Get you in 1 second.
So not only that, so the thing is this, and I'm saying it to Russ. You either got nobody respects you or what, because the backup quarterback had to come and stand up for you against the offensive lineman, and you wasn't even over there to have your backup back at all. So I'm just saying, like,
why the backup did that? What did he wind up doing?
Going over there consoling the offensive lineman and said,
"No, did you see the pick six?"
Oh, yeah. Okay. You talking about that?
Yeah, okay. Why you over there trying to be? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's put you in the game and see what you gonna do. Hear me there. Yeah, you sucker.
Yeah.
I think Russ' problem is, I'll be real with you.
What you think?
Russ got arrogant after they start saying, "Oh, Russ, yeah, you top 5, you one of the greatest quarterbacks." And when he ran off the Legion of Boom in Seattle, that was it.
Okay.
That was the end of Russ.
Well, let's stay out there in Denver. Let's stay out in Denver. Stay out there in the Rocky Mountains where it's nice and cold. Good games, big fellas.
Chilly.
So, man, the family started this off with Junior Master.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Never a bad start, America.
Will Jokic go down as will he go down as the best big man of all time? Will Jokic go down as the best big man of all time?
I think Jokic might go down as the best big man of all time. I know I wasn't around. My bad. Yes, Jokic will go down as the best big man.
To say that.
No, best big man of all time, because I haven't seen the Wilts and all of them, but I did witness Hakeem Olajuwon. I did witness Tim Duncan, just to name a few big men, Shaquille O'Neal and the rest. I did witness them. But none of them is doing what Jokic is doing. Jokic is playing point center, a brand new position to everything. And he putting up the numbers just like the point would do. Double figures assists. Looking for your center, he putting up the double figure rebounds. And he putting up double figure points. So I think once it's all said and done, he might do it.
What you thinking, Young P?
How you remember that TV show with Damon Wayans in them and My Wife and Kids? What do he say? No. Is he gonna be in the top 5? Yes, I'll give him that. Top 5 for sure. Greatest of all time is impossible. You got Kareem, you got Shaq, you got Elijah Wan, you got Duncan, I mean the list goes on and on. He got too many greats that he got to get in front of to even be able to do that. And the marketing end, people ain't gonna really, you know what I'm saying? We're basketball aficionados, so we're watching and we're seeing all that kind of stuff. Ain't too many people watching jokers like that, you know what I'm saying? So
you don't think nobody watching Joker?
I mean they watching, but I'm saying so. Not on the East Coast, we not.
How did he win back-to-back MVPs if ain't nobody watching?
No. But those are basketball aficionados who have to figure out the MVP. I'm talking about the layman man who got to sit and watch games, ain't watching Joker that much. You know what I'm saying?
At night.
They're not even putting starting.
So
a lot of people ain't. I'm not saying what I'm not gonna do. I'm saying what other people not doing.
Go ahead, Cooper.
They top 5.
Go ahead,
so
Cooper.
I thought about
starting 5. They putting Joker out there.
I thought about that question, and I almost wanted to put him on the center Mount Rushmore, but then it's like, yeah. So I'm gonna give him top 5. So I'm gonna say no. He won't go down as the greatest of all time, but he's tweaking between that Mount Rushmore of centers. Reason being,
What center doing what he did?
I understand what he's doing.
I'm just asking.
Because remember we had this discussion on one of our very first episodes. I'm the one who said he would be the next one to average a triple double if possible.
Right.
But what I'm saying, as far as center wise, I mean, and it goes because we are basketball connoisseurs, whatever word you want to use after that. Man, you talking about what Wilt did as far as history-wise? We never watched
I got a question.
Him.
Wilt
got to be number 1 all time.
Playing right now. Hold on. But playing right now, how Jokic is playing. So where do you with Embiid playing with him right now? With Jokic. I'm just saying. So just say him and Jokic was
2. If we're going by NBA current era.
No, what I'm saying, if you saying all the time, so what would you put
Joker 1
all time? What would you put Embiid all time?
He in the top 10, but
I'm just asking since today's game and him and Jokic is basically doing everything the same.
Yeah,
Jokic is pushing it more.
Joker is.
I'm saying he don't push it as much as Joker, but he put. But I'm saying they both shoot threes, they both pose up, do their thing, and all like that. I'm saying Joker do. So what I'm saying about him right there, right now, where would you put him?
So here's the thing with Embiid, my opinion.
Good.
Embiid had to shoot the 3 in the beginning of his early career stages because of the development of Ben Simmons. If Ben Simmons wasn't scared to shoot that 3 ball or just shoot, period, I don't see Embiid taking as many threes as he did in the early part of his career.
I don't agree with that.
So now it has become because now it has become
if you watched him at Kansas, he was doing that. He was playing inside out.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not mad. I think he would take more mid-range jumpers.
Okay, before we move along, let's get straight to the point. Where you go down is the best.
Not the top, but top 5, yes.
Okay, best? Well,
no.
You said best, and then you got something to say after that.
Yes, I say yes because nobody ain't saying this. Tell me one center, the only person that everybody might say, and is not concrete. Well, name one center that made somebody better around them for real. I mean, all the team, everybody that's around them, he made them better. That's the only way you're going to come with. And Elijah Wan didn't average nowhere near the assist joker.
You're right. But the game is different.
Yeah, the game was different back then. Now.
That's the reason why I'm saying he probably would go down.
Let's talk about the next game. Let's talk about the next good game then. The Golden State show that Memphis is still missing pieces to win it all. Starting off with you, Young Pete. The Golden State show Memphis that.
I think so. I think the thing with Golden State is, especially with Steph not playing, they let it be known that we can still do certain things here at Golden State. And we still got weapons. You know, Poole can step up. We got other weapons that can step up and help us.
Hold on. We know what they got.
I know.
But that's what I'm saying. But win it all for Memphis.
I know. So that's what I'm saying. So I think with them doing that, it let Memphis know that y'all still got a few more pieces that y'all need to do, or y'all need to figure out your offense a little bit better in terms of everything sitting around Ja. You know what I'm saying? But we seen when Ja go out, other people can step up, and they actually are a more balanced offense without Ja. So that's why I think, no. I mean, yes, Golden State showed them. Y'all still got some more learning to do.
They might have some more learning to do. Yeah, learning. But I don't think they're missing no pieces because they got every piece that they need. So, yeah, they can learn more and learn how to win. But as far as missing pieces, I'll discontinue what they saying on that. But I'm going to move over to Mastermind.
Okay, now I think they showed them that they are still the little brothers. That's all I basically think. To me, they just showed them that.
But
Not to
are they
me.
missing any
Now
pieces
listen
win
to
it
me.
all?
Yes, they are.
No, that's what we get to.
They are, and I'm gonna say it so y'all can say it. And I said it moment. It's time to go ahead and do that trade with Brooklyn. Bring in KD. You need a proven superstar over there. All that talking about we're gonna make Baines this and make somebody that and all that nonsense. Stop all of that.
So they're missing a 3.
They missing a proven superstar. I don't care what position you want him to be.
Everybody
You want him to be
missing a superstar.
no. What I mean by that is put him at the 2.
So Ja ain't just superstar?
No, I said every
No,
team
he
needs 3.
said.
No, I said everybody missing.
Oh.
Everybody
Every team
needs a
need 3.
superstar. That's what I said.
I believe they got this.
Okay.
They got one with Ja. They got 3 with either Baines, Jaren Jackson,
Yeah.
the rest of these other people. You don't have a 2.
Right.
And you forcing a 3 to be a 2.
They are missing. It's not what Golden State proved to them. I think two things. Hear me out. It's one of those. Ooh, I can't wait to play them. I'm gonna do this. And then you come out and lay an egg because you just so hyped
So they got
to
too
play
hyped for the moment.
Yeah,
Right.
to play Golden State at that moment. But 2, I agree with Mastermind. They missing I need a bucket now type of player. Whether it's
KD?
well,
That's
I
who it
need
is.
that bucket now. Like
KD, I'm telling you, that's who it is.
Because Ja, don't get me wrong, Ja was great.
Y'all don't think it had nothing to do with the rotation of that game? Y'all didn't see a lot of players.
They need.
Y'all didn't see a lot of players that would start like Jared Jackson. Them got in, but a lot of them were still on the bench. Didn't play.
They need okay.
So
When it was time to go, I'm giving the rock to Kobe because I know Kobe's gonna get me a bucket, whether it's an and one. I'm going to the line shooting 2.
Before we move along, I want to ask everybody this one question. I see you about the points ping. I just want to say one thing before we get to it, P. If they won 7 games this year, who will win?
Between Golden State.
Golden State and Memphis.
I still think Golden State will win if both
I'm
teams
just
healthy.
asking. I see you lying.
Yeah.
They both teams
It should be easy. It says
If both teams healthy, yeah, I can see that.
I go with Golden State.
Golden State.
Just
What you gonna say?
No, my rebuttal is gonna be to you then. If you feel like they're not missing nothing, then they should be coming out the West, in your opinion, right?
No, it's not really about you coming out the West. It's just like
How?
listen, just because, like you say, you still can be learning or anything, or like you say, you can have a bad. I'm saying you can have a bad game, like y'all had just said on the last question. This game could have been a bad game for them. So what I'm saying is, even if they don't win it all, I just feel like they have a complete team. I feel like they just have to, like how you say,
Who was the number 2 to you, Ice?
win it. To them, to me,
Yeah.
on them,
Like if you're a big 3, who is your number 2 option? You see,
I would
that's the problem they have. See how you got to think. I'm just saying. See how you got to take some time. That's the problem.
But see,
That right there, you're supposed to be able. When you got a big 3,
Dylan Brooks.
you're supposed to be this my man.
right,
Right now, it's between Dylan Brooks, it's between Baines, it's between Jaren Jackson. It's
That's what I'm
As
saying.
a coach,
say you playing Golden State. Who your number 2?
if I'm playing Golden State,
Yeah.
I'm probably going down to Jared Jackson. Just because I know they big fellas ain't really big fellas in Golden State. And once you get
But see, he definitely not a number 2, Ice.
but no, I'm
That's why.
but
I
see,
mean, I'm just showing you.
against Golden State.
No, I'm just saying,
Say
and
that.
that's the reason why I say they wouldn't win that series because now you're depending on him.
Did you see what he was doing to him? What he doing to him last year? He was killing him.
Yeah, but then what happened?
No,
Right.
Ja went down.
That's what you think?
That's
I
what
mean,
y'all said.
I'm saying I agree
That's
with
all
you.
y'all said.
Listen, I'm saying this.
I'm
Look. I think when Ja went down, if you were number 2, now you what?
But he
Number
wanted to be
one.
number 1. That's like in football.
No, that's what I say.
You play too.
No, I got you.
Like Alvin Harper.
No, I got you.
He thought he was Michael Irvin at the time, but get out of here.
I got you. No, I got you. And I think
Let's say go with that.
No, that's an example. I think that example.
I think
that example.
Get the two. You're not the one.
No, what you did with Jaren Jackson in that particular series, what you were saying is you moved him from 3 to 2. And he starts shining. And now your number 1 go down and it go right back to the same fact. I still ain't got a real 2. Because now my number 2 supposed to step up and be 1.
Yeah, it'd be hard. It'd be hard.
That's why I say I think that's what they missing. That's the reason why I say that's why I say Scotty, can you step up and do it? You see, Scotty, you're never gonna be a 1. You're always a 2.
Right. I got you. All right, that's a good one. That was a good debate. Here go a great debate right here. What are the San Diego Chargers? Are they contenders or pretenders?
LA Chargers, y'all correct.
Oh yeah, LA Chargers. My bad, San Diego.
With me?
You cool, Bree. That used to be okay.
Yeah, before you answer, America. You know how this boy behind the scenes, he had like the Chargers with his team or something. Now he's scared to act like
I just thought, I know.
you don't want to speak up about it.
They are contenders. They done snuck into the playoffs. Watch out, America. They taking one of them top seeds down. Yeah, I said it. Anybody else got something to say?
What you got to say on that?
So, my only thing is this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily going. I don't even know if it's a word to kind of put in between pretenders and contenders, because I feel like they're not complete contenders, but they're not pretenders as well. Because I don't really give no credence to you beating the Titans, who ain't looking good right now, the Colts, who ain't looking good right now. So I don't give you that much credence. You know what I'm saying? And then your upcoming games is against the Rams and in the Broncos. If you don't beat both of them teams, you shouldn't be a pretender.
Those are pre-games to get us back on track.
All I'm saying is, if I can figure out a word between the two, like you really ain't a contender, but you ain't a pretender.
You both.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, any given Sunday or something like that. You're playing bum teams. So you're looking good against the bum team. It don't matter. You looking good against the bum team.
Brand Nubian.
Can't look good against the bum team.
I'm gonna be real with you. You got a contender.
I know.
You got a contender. Because one thing he got, listen to him.
Don't matter.
Okay, that's true. But this is one thing I'm saying that I think that's happening. The same thing I was talking about off camera with Washington and other teams like that in Jacksonville. They starting to get the feeling of how to win together. And then now people are getting healthy. Like, just think, Mike Williams just got back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now you got Jammer and you got that defense together. Them people had 7 or 5 interceptions this week. I understand that's a bunch
against the bum team.
I said I understand that. I understand that, but now what it's getting them a chance to do is get that momentum rolling.
My thing
they are the answer to a lot of teams.
They both to me. You know, they pretenders because they always look good, and you be thinking they gonna win, and they should have been in the playoffs.
They in the playoffs.
No, I'm talking about previously. I'm talking about years and all like that. Pay attention. So, stuff like that. And then now that they're, finally in there, we got to see what they going to do that first round or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They finally made it. We thought that they should have been in the playoffs years ago. They had everything. Good offense, not good defense. Well, right now, even better defense now. You know what I'm saying? Back then, they had all right defense. Now they got great defense, supposedly, but they weren't showing up.
Quarterback.
They was having the lead and a lot of stuff. They should have been in the playoffs. They should have, before this year, they should at least made the playoffs once or twice since he been there. That's just my opinion.
3 years.
I think it's due.
I'm just saying he should have been there. He should have been there.
You know what a rookie quarterback going to do in 3 years.
I ain't gonna lie
got in the playoffs.
I think it's due.
In this league now, and then 1 or 2 years in the way it is now.
I think it's Brandon Staley. I think that's why Sean Payton getting his staff together. I mean, like I told y'all on previous episodes, that's his job and wait. And what did he do with it? He ain't about to play no games because he gonna air it out.
He going there before Dallas?
Who that?
Sean Payton.
Yeah. I don't think Sean Payton about to be.
Well, let's talk about L.A. Let's get out of Dallas. Let's go across and get somewhere in L.A. And what's the reason, if any, that the Lakers are hesitating to make a trade? Starting off with you, Young Pete.
You know, I think what it is Russ at times saw you glimpses of Russ, and I think you kind of it's just good business to wait closer to the trade deadline than to jump out the gate right now. You know, you try to see who might go down between now and mid-February before you just jump out there. You know what I'm saying? You lost a little bit of trade bait if you was gonna do Davis because he injured again. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it is. It's not about. It's just about. I think it's just good business to kind of wait your options and see what's really going on closer to the deadline than to jump out there in December when you still got 2 months before the actual trade deadline.
Okay, what you got to say about that, Breeze?
Man, trying to keep it short and simple. LeBron is the greatest, one of the greatest, if not number two. It depends on how you go about it. As far as being the GOAT of the NBA, I just think when he come, he kills a franchise, man, because he wants to do everything his way,
Right, his system.
do everything his way, and put all that pressure on the GM. And then when it don't go right, he jumps ship. Like, don't get me wrong, it's like he prefer, which is cool, doing him because he has made the finals, but he preferred older veterans over up and coming talent.
Talent, okay.
I
Kuzma and the rest of the boys.
Case when he got to the Lakers, instead of him working with the young talent he
Be
had,
easy and Kuzma and them.
he got rid of all the young talent, and he stuck with what he got now.
When they could have been doing something back.
Same when he went back to Cleveland the second time. He got rid of all the young talent and brought in Love and a couple other older veterans. They got a ring.
So they won the ring.
Before I move it over,
he was young.
Before I move it over to Mastermind, I want to ask y'all this question. Do y'all think you got anything to do with them big contracts? That might be a reason? Just asking. I don't know, just throwing it out there.
Yes, I think that played a part in it.
Yeah, that no draft. They really have no draft capital to do because they put it all on Davis.
I'm thinking the only reason why they ain't making no moves.
This contract biggest.
I mean, who they got that somebody really dire need? They ain't, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Who want to take $50 million almost for Russ?
Right.
Who want to deal with if AD gonna be, you know what I'm saying, playing or not?
$40 million in him.
Right, and then I still got the contract with AD.
Yeah.
Who gonna deal with a 36 or 37, however LeBron is? Who gonna deal with that? I only got 1-2 years with you. You know what I'm saying? What else do they have that's over there that's interesting to you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
AD.
No, I'm saying so. That's why I believe they ain't making no trades. You ain't. I mean, what you got over there?
You ain't got nothing for nobody.
Yeah, you can't. Ain't like not unless you just don't say. I'm telling y'all, I'm rebuilding all together. I'm sending AD, LeBron, you know what I'm saying, Westbrook, and just send me your first round draft picks and we starting over.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Then you might can get a trade.
LeBron gonna try to leave because he ain't trying to go through the whole.
It depends on where he go.
He under the pressure that we in now, though. That's
so just think about this. I'm gonna give you a good example. Do you think if they could package up LeBron, AD, and not Russ though, LeBron and AD, right? And they can go to Miami and they're gonna give up Jimmy Butler and Adebayo. You don't think LeBron going?
Yeah, he's going.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to go to. No, I'm just saying
because he don't got no say so in Miami. That's why he left Miami.
No, what I'm saying by that is he have a chance to win.
Right.
He still got Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, you know what I'm saying, still around.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If LA decided to do
shooters.
Yeah, if they doing that, where they saying I'm mortgaging, getting rid of everything I got.
So go back home and go back home to Miami.
Somewhere. Okay. But other than that, you ain't getting nobody.
Okay, let's move along. Next question. Should Scottie Pippen have made the top 50 before Dominique Wilkins? Starting off with you, Mastermind.
No, sir. We just got through saying that. Number 2 is a number 2. Dominique has been a number 1. He just ain't never had a number 2, 3, and nothing else. That's it. That's point blank straight to the 3, 4, 5. Maybe 6. I mean, no disrespect, Doc. You made it to the league.
Real disrespect, Doc.
You made it to the league. I didn't, Doc. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm telling you the real.
Doc got Austin Rivers.
I just know how I go. Exactly. That's all he is. So what do you consider Austin Rivers?
Yes, sir.
Let's go straight to the point.
Very cool.
Like, did Dominique even have any type of help?
Well, I just told you.
You talking about
Mastermind, I can tell you that.
Doc Rivers.
Who they checking?
But
What's my man? Tree Rollins.
Who he checking?
So
What
so
about
so
you? Your man from Michigan.
Who they checking?
so no help is why you should be in the top 50 of all time before Scottie
No,
Pippen.
I'm just saying, this is why he's in there. I'm saying Dominique before him. I'm saying Scottie. No, I'm saying Dominique.
The question is,
Why should Dominique?
He know.
I don't think he knows.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like you know what the question.
I'm just telling you.
I want to make sure you know the
I'm
right.
piggybacking off his statement. I would say yes because he did everything. He did everything himself.
Solo dolo.
Scotty ain't do shit.
No, you got to say that.
What's Mike
All
left?
right. So you need the question. Should Scottie have made the top 50 before Dominique Wilkins?
No.
Hell no. I'm gonna say that with my chest. Let me get comfortable when I say this. Let me get
No, sir.
no, sir.
Unanimous.
They did you wrong, Dominique. The human highlight reel, they did you wrong.
Even though he got the 6 rings with Mike, don't count.
Assist.
There
you go.
Assist.
Assist.
When Mike left, what did you do?
I sent you to Houston with Clyde Drexler and everybody. What you do for me?
Take the cook.
I sent you to Phoenix. What you do for me?
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm sick.
Okay.
I'm sick. I can't really play right now.
Portland watch Rashid and Steve Smith do their thing.
Don't understand that.
Okay.
No, sir.
He was third. Matter of fact, he was the third star.
Dominique
Wasn't
should
the one-
be
one,
first 50.
Yes.
P,
Yes, sir.
young P, I would like for you to ask your question that you asked about the Hall of Fame.
So this is my question, America. This is what I was saying. Can anybody that you know that was a Hall of Famer, when you look at him, you like, yeah, my man gonna make the Hall of Fame. When it get down to it, can you lose and not become a Hall of Famer no more? Can you look at somebody and be like, you know what? I wasn't the Hall of Fame.
Start with yourself. Go ahead.
The hall to the bump.
Bro, the Hall.
Hey, yes. The new definition of Hall of Shame, America.
Go ahead. Start off with you.
About Russell, right?
No, he started off with himself.
Doesn't exist.
This was a candidate.
I didn't see him going through that, but go ahead. Start him.
That you possibly
You
think.
got me too.
But since you mentioned Russell, I'm gonna start with Russell. I feel like Russell, if you have next year and the year after that, you look like doo-doo, do not put him in the Hall of Fame.
So you the face of the candidacy.
Yeah, you not only
You the president.
Man,
Hall of Shame president right here.
because I'm just saying, because it's starting to look like you're getting exposed that what Richard Sherman said years ago, you wasn't a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It is looking like that's becoming to be true, and you're not a Hall of Fame worthy quarterback.
Can I ask you one
I
question?
feel like yes, you can you go from being a Hall of Famer to a Hall of Shamer and not make it in? Yes, or you can slip from being number 1 to number 3 or 4.
Yeah, you said
It's
from
gonna
a
take you
first
a while.
time ballot to
what you thinking, Cool Breeze?
what the accent?
So what you saying? Let me get this correct. You guys saying early in your career, if you just
Dominant.
dominating, whether
He's
whatever,
gonna be a Hall of Fame. Like Russell Westbrook.
And then-
Can he go from being a Hall of Famer to
Hall of Shame.
not a Hall of Shamer?
Hall of Shamer.
Get to it.
Because you can't go off on
how many years he got? Is he over 10?
We're just using him as examples.
Okay, so my question is, I say yes. Reason being is if you got 10 years of body of work of whatever sport you playing,
then 5 years of doodle work. That don't trump.
somebody need to pull your coattail and say, dog, get out of here before it shows up. That's all. That's all.
16th season retired.
Yeah. Great work, great body of work in whatever sport you playing.
So the first
And then
won't trump the last 5 for you?
you need to get out of there. you need to get out of there for it's trouble, but
So what you thinking?
get out of here.
Now, this is what my question to you, P, really.
Okay.
And it came from a guest. I'm sorry, from someone watching the show. Their comment was, it was kind of piggybacking on yours
Okay.
because they were saying, should Anthony Davis be replaced because of how he's been injured so much? But they were saying replace him out of the top 75 and they said Dwight Howard. I didn't.
No,
I'm saying, whoa, don't use the person. Don't think about Dwight Howard. Don't comment just on that. Just saying that's in the same mind frame of what you saying, the same vein, basically. Because he's saying because Anthony Davis, his first couple years is starting looking good. Then the injuries start hitting. My question to you was, how would you feel about if it was due to injury?
So, unfortunately, I feel like, yes, injuries can derail your career. And you can always sit and be like, yeah, glimpses of it. And don't get me wrong, there are people that just, their first couple of years, like Gale Sayers, he was injury prone towards the end of his year. But you know,
His body of work was what it was.
This man could do, so yes, he should be in the Hall of Fame. But the injuries were so
But let's
great.
get to that
You're
point.
like, yeah. So injuries, I think, no, I don't think injuries can stop you if you can keep coming back and still showing glimpses of what you do.
Okay. Anybody else got something to say on that before we move along? Okay. Well, we got a couple more questions before we end the show, and these just some throw-out questions that I was just looking at and came up with. Like you said, we got some college games this weekend. So I wanted to know, I want to ask the panel, who they want to have this weekend. Is it Ohio State and Georgia, Michigan, TCU, and we'll go down the line, starting off with you, Mastermind.
Ohio State, Georgia. I got Georgia. TCU, Michigan. I want to say Michigan, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. Give me the points and I'll take TCU.
Well, you can take the points. What you thinking down there, Mr. Briggs?
I got Georgia over OSU. And then I got somebody in the background. I need to know which side I'm going with. Somebody behind camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's talking about Mr. Do Dirt. Who are you picking, Dirt? Tell him who you got. Speak up so that we can pick you up.
I'm going with TCU.
What you got down there, young P? They threw you under the bus right there.
America, look at that face on him. America, let me ask you one question before you make your decision. Let me ask you one question. I want you to state it in your camera, please. What makes your face go like that? Who's mush and smush?
Back there.
No. I'm not push.
Now let me explain to you. Oh, good fellas, you was going to that kind.
I'm not push.
Always the money when you
I
with
am
that.
not push, buddy.
By you being a diehard Michigan man, are you going against Michigan?
No, I'm not going.
All right, okay.
So mush, you gonna overrule the mush?
No, y'all remember a couple shows when I had to be.
That's right.
You go back to your mom's bench.
Yeah.
Tell them, look.
You guys got to tune into the other shows to know what we're talking about.
So,
Got to go back there 2 weeks ago to know what we're talking about.
Go.
All right. Yeah, I said I thought it was gonna be TCU versus Michigan. I thought the match was gonna be different, and I thought Michigan probably had a chance to beat Georgia since they played them last year and a couple guys left, and Michigan looked like they got better. But I'm gonna go with Georgia. Ooh wee.
Say it.
I'm gonna go with TCU.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go with TCU. Only because you on the panel. I gotta have somebody to go against. And
Hey, you going with them 6'4" receivers.
The big boys, they slow out there, but Michigan, y'all got to do more to play that man. Michigan and Detroit Lions, y'all look like the same defense. So Detroit Lions, y'all looking like college defense out there. And the reason why I say that, because the next question is, to go on with that, how can they give up 320 rushing yards, Mr. Cool Breeze?
Are we speaking on the Lions?
Yes.
Yeah. Gotta have some pride about yourself.
They look like the Lions from the first 6 weeks. I can't explain that one.
But they only look 320 rush.
And what's funny was they went straight up the A gap and straight up the B gap, right?
So what does that let you know?
A gap, B gap.
Linebacker play.
Say them
You
linebackers.
boys better go get a linebacker. You see what it, I'm telling you. They gave up 320 because you linebackers. No knock on you, Rodriguez, and there's one other one, but I'm not familiar with the name, so don't hold me to that. But that's the problem. You boys got to step up. Because I'm telling you, what you're gonna end up getting happening is the same thing that happened to that safeties and DBs coach.
What,
Happened to you,
what you thinking,
linebacker
young
coach.
Pete?
You next.
What you thinking, young Pete?
Yeah, I don't understand that foolishness.
I don't know. I'm talking
That
about
D-line
they didn't pitch.
and that D line too. I think they was playing more or less sack the quarterback instead of sacking along with the rush, stopping the rush.
Now, this is why I believe it's not going to come down to the end like how we said a couple questions ago, but I do believe that this is why Green Bay is going to beat the Lions the last game of the season. For the simple fact, Aaron and them seeing that 320, and Aaron Jones, they love to hand the ball off to Aaron Jones, and then at the same time, at the end of the season, Aaron Rodgers has just found his receivers. Lazarus back, and then you got Watson catching them. You know what I'm saying? Dobbs doing his little thing. You know, so it's gonna be kind of hard. So Lions are like I always say, get rid of the defensive coordinator. So ain't got nothing to do with none of that. You know, get rid of that coordinator and learn how to put your players in position. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, are they hands on? I got to see if they hands on or something. And I don't know.
He might be gone at the end of this year. I think
Okay.
you needed to wait anyway to the end of the season to get rid of the
Nah.
defensive coordinator, though.
Now the next question is because we seen in the draft. I mean, not the draft. We seen the Heisman. It was some nice quarterbacks, right? That y'all have seen that we were all seeing. It was Caleb. It was Stroud. It was a lot of players. So here go 5 quarterbacks. I think that we are seeing in jeopardy. Who these quarterbacks probably could go? Tua and Russell. You got Russell. You got Derek Carr.
Okay.
I was gonna say Zach Wilson, but I think they found their quarterback in Derek White. I mean, what's his name?
Mike White.
White. Okay.
White, yeah.
White. Okay. I called him Derek White. My son. And Kyle Murray. I think them quarterbacks can be. They yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I think
So I was gonna say, what do y'all think about them quarterbacks losing their jobs?
I don't think. Go down the list again, and I can tell. Tua not. He's not gonna lose his job. I think Tua they gonna bring in somebody to bag him up.
What about Kyle Murray?
Kyler Murray, no, because they got too much tied up in him.
What about Derek Carr?
Derek Carr, yes.
Okay. And we said Zach Wilson's gone.
Zach Wilson, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all somebody else who's done. You can add to that list. Yeah, I said it, America. Trey Lance, you're done. That's Brock Purdy's job.
That's his job.
You're done. You're done, Trey Lance. You're done.
Trey, take your time. Take your time and get healthy.
One of those jobs we just named too, I think America. One of those jobs is Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers just tied to Green Bay.
So you think he's going to leave Green Bay?
I think the only thing that might make him say I'm staying is that $60 million. I think that might be the only thing.
Okay, Jim. Last 2 before we end the day. Who would you like to take as Denver's head coach? Denver's head coach. Denver Broncos next head coach. Who would you take?
Just off the dome.
Just off the dome. Denver Broncos.
I don't know any candidates right now.
No, we all don't.
I want to say his last name, and I could be saying it wrong. Kansas City offensive coordinator.
Bieniemy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just me just thinking.
Yeah. That'll be something good because they need some offense out there. What you got to say over there, young P?
I don't know if the enemy will want that job.
But no, you just saying who you think, not.
I know. I'm going through my mental Rolodex. You know who I think probably should go over there and might can breathe some new life, and I think they might be leaning towards getting rid of him. Cliff Kingsbury in Arizona. Say bump them and go to Denver. Because I think they're already leaning towards getting rid of him a little bit anyway. So I think Denver, you might want to sniff your nose around him and see what he can breathe life into Russell Wilson again.
What you thinking over there?
My number one choice would be Sean Payton. My number 2 choice would be I know he ain't gonna go along with it, but I would go with Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll.
Somebody who definitely know how to handle Russ.
Get him out.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, but I know he know how to make Russ do what he can do. I mean, that's why. But who did I say my number 1 was? There you go.
Would y'all take any of the young quarterbacks? I mean, coordinators? Would you try to go get the Lions coordinator,
No.
Ben Johnson?
I just don't want to mess up the.
I know
No, if I was Denver, yeah,
because if the Lions let him go, they're gonna go
Just
back.
think he need at least one more year
to prove that he know what
to
he's doing.
prove because they started off. Don't get me wrong, the offense looked good all year long,
Mhm.
but just because of how the Lions' record is and the situation, I think he needs at least one more year to say, "Oh, I can do it again." And then once the defense get, you know what I'm saying? I think that he needs one more year.
Defense.
Yeah, I think he needs one more year.
Okay.
Who you say over there, Ice?
I would say I go get any of these young guys that's doing a good job. Now, like I said, I go get Ben Johnson. I would like say, even though he old, I get the enemy a chance. I I look at somebody that's the Shanahan's you know what I'm saying,
Tree.
system tree, stuff like that. Go ahead.
I got a quick question for all y'all. Do you think the enemy is scared to take a head coach job?
I don't think he is. I think they said his interview, he's not a good interviewer. And something else. And it
I
was
think
something
what
else.
I think what the enemy problem gonna be is
Is he looking for the best situation so that he won't have to
No,
come into
no.
I don't even think it's that.
work?
He's interviewing, and,
No, I'm
and it
saying-
could be what I said.
I mean, I can interview.
I'm gonna tell y'all what I think it is. I think the
coach.
Right,
Really, I'm sabotaging myself a little bit low key.
Okay.
To not be the head
Or-
coach.
I think the enemy.
Maybe he know that Andy Reid. Maybe
Yeah,
Andy
everybody
a couple.
cares.
I think
Last
the enemy
question, last
problem. I'm gonna tell
question,
y'all
last
the answer. Let me answer this right
Go
quick.
ahead.
I think the enemy problem is this: the enemy know he not no leader of men. You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna be all on him if
Yeah.
it don't go right. So
Yeah.
why even take the
Then
chance?
we always say that too. Some people are leaders and some are assistants. Okay, last question of the day, gentlemen. What sport had the better lineup on Christmas Day? Was it football or was it basketball? Starting off with you, Mr. Breeze.
I want to say basketball. I'm gonna say basketball because them last three games with NFL wasn't. It didn't grab my attention. So,
Right.
you know, I'm gonna say basketball.
Yeah. I'd say that on Christmas Day, but if Saturday had to be in there,
Oh,
That's what I was
no,
gonna
I'd
say.
have went Saturday.
No,
Yeah.
I said
I go
Christmas.
NBA.
Yeah, I know what you said,
Yeah,
but
I'm
I'm have to say basketball for that. But
Yeah,
if Saturday's games was involved in that, I'd have took Saturday's games.
yeah.
They just
But-
messed up. NFL just messed up. They should have did Saturday schedule for Christmas Day and Christmas Day schedule for Saturday.
Yeah, because they put like all the games on Saturday.
But I think they
instead of
did that. I think, just my personal opinion, I think the NFL did that purposely, meaning they didn't want to distract from the normal
yeah.
NBA Christmas agenda because all the games they put on there, none of them really was meaningful, really, to be
No,
honest, except for the Tampa game, right? And then,
Yeah, but that really wasn't meant for me.
I mean, you know, because Tampa win, they, you know, stand up
Yeah, but
for
you
the
got
division.
ratings, about for the ratings, baby.
Yeah, but I think that's what that was.
Okay. Well, another great show, gentlemen, and we're going to cheer ourselves on out of here.
I only got a corner, America, my bad. But cheers.
Yeah, great show, fellas. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year. See y'all in 23.